Rambly. Ramble on. So the CSS properties we've learned so far, we've learned width and height, right? Specified the width and the height. We've seen border, so we could put a border around something. 1 pixel, solid, black. And background color. Color changes the color of the font. Font size. Display, inline block, none. Padding, border, margin. So there's margin 20 pix auto. So we've learned this thing, if there's one setting, it applies to top, right, bottom, left. If there's 2 settings, it's top and bottom, right and left. If there's 4 settings, it's each one individually, top, right, bottom, left, right? Trouble. So when we have margin 20 pix auto or 0 auto, what that's saying is top and bottom, this is how high the margin should be, 20 pixels, 0, whatever, right? And if it's 0, you'd never specify the unit of measurement. So we got 20, we got top and bottom, and then we have auto, which is right or left. And saying automatically make the right and left margin equal is what auto does. And so what that does is it centers something. And so let me just show you margin 0 auto, because that's like a super common way that people center stuff. Everything's going into review today, apparently. Even though we're covering new ground. I need to stop doing that, just put it into new stuff. So I'm going to, first of all, do my body. And I'll put a border, 2 pix, solid red, okay? And we'll do the body height, 100 VH. And then I'm going to get bugged because I'm going to have that wiggle and I'm not going to know why. And then we're going to put a div, and that div will be width 30%, 20%, fine. And what's the width 30% of? It's 30% of its parent. And we'll do border, 2 pix, solid black. And then we'll take a look at that. All right, there's my border for my page, my body, and then there's my div, 20%. I'm going to give my div some height. Well, that's not what I want. So there's my div. And maybe I'll give it a background color. No. And I always want to, for some reason, pick colorblind colors. And maybe I'll just set it off a little bit. Watch what happens when I hit refresh. Margins can put space between it and other elements. All right, so right now, one setting, top, right, bottom, left, right, top, right, bottom, left, is all 20 pixels. If I put 2 settings in, it's going to be top and bottom, and then make the left and right equal. When I make the left and right equal, it puts that in the center. If I change the width of my body, right, then this is still going to be 30% width of the parent, and it'll still be in the center. So that's margin 0 auto and getting things in the center. That's one way you could do some layout. So we got width, height, background color, font size, display, padding, border, margin 0 auto, box sizing, border box, border radius, background image. We haven't done background image. Background size, background repeat, text align. We'll do background in the next video. We did do text align. Cursor. We haven't done cursor pointer. We'll do that too. Then we have font. We did all the font family, font size, font weight, variant height, line height, font style, right? Those were all shorthands. Then we looked at each of those individually: font family, font size, font weight, font variant, small caps, text transform, uppercase, lowercase, capitalize, line height, font style, letter spacing, word spacing, text align, letter spacing, word spacing, text align, text shadow, text decoration. That would be like the strike through, underline, text indent. We haven't seen max width and min width. So we got 4 things to look at, and then we'll come and look at the selectors. But first, let's go look at those 4 things: max width, min width, and we will look at max width, min width, cursor, and then also background images.